So is it visible to everyone? Can you see my slide? Citizen, can you see slide?
Yeah. See.
Yes, Prof. Nampak.
Okay. Regarding managing resources, manpower and research grant in the research, actually, when we do the research, we have to have a research grant. Yeah, research grant is important actually to support any expenditure to conduct the project. Yeah. That is a project for study and also for research, pure research. Yeah? There are many sources of grants, including international grants, national grants, and university also community grants. Yeah? Each of them they have their own ways or rules or guidelines on how to manage the grants when we already successful receiving any fund. And we have to, when we receive the amount of money, we have to responsible regarding the outcome of the research. As we mentioned in proposal as well, what is the outcome, and also the expenditure must be transparent and must be spent accurately. So it is important for us to, when we receive responsibility to lead a grant, and then we have to do some kind of what call report to the grant provider, so that later the project will be successful with the positive outcome that we already promised in the proposal. So managing grants, there are few components that need to be monitored. The first one is regarding research personnel. We call it graduate research assistant or research assistant. So in grant only we have a specific word that to be used for research assistant or a graduate research assistant. It is normally will be all be paid by finance through RMC to the specific research assistant or graduate research assistant through appointment. So we need to appoint a research personnel, postgrad or RA, and then later finance will pay or deduct monthly to the specific person, the person that already appointed by university as RA or graduate research assistant. And then regarding the expenditure, regard to the materials, anything related to grant that we already described in the proposal, regarding the purchase, when we need to issue the receipt to the RMC. RMC will pass it to finance in order to pay to the vendor. And also claim. Only for a specific fund, we can actually get advancement, cash advancement that specific advancement that sometimes not. But some if you have to use our own pocket money, and then later we have to do claim to the grant. And next regarding the traveling, some grant they allow us to use it for traveling, for conference traveling, attending workshop, or doing some attachment in other university or other countries. Number 4 is regard to rental. sometimes we need to rent some equipment from other institution, yeah, that we have to spend some amount of money, and we can also mention in the proposal. And nowadays the grant management in many institutions they have on system, yeah? Grant management system like website, yeah, that can be used to help researcher to send their progress report, and also to change their vote, for example, yeah, to apply for extension, yeah, like what happened in IIUM, yeah. IIUM got what call it the grant management system, yeah, call it NVC grant management system or RMS, yeah. So here, yeah, every staff or every researcher, they have their own account, yeah, they can be logged into the system, yeah. So whenever we got a grant, yeah, from ministry, from any institution that support our research, yeah, will be recorded, yeah, by grant management system, yeah, call it RMS in IIM. So everything already in the system, yeah, no need to provide what call it the written or manual report to research management system when we want to do some kind of amendment, for example, or want to submit your report. And at national level, yeah, at national level, Ministry of Higher Education has also system, yeah, that can be used by researcher to do what call it to manage their research, yeah. So whenever we receive any grant from the Ministry of Higher Education, it is already in the system, yeah? So we can submit progress report here, yeah, we can submit what changing, yeah, and also we can submit final report in this system. This is really how the system look like, yeah. So let's say for the my grant, yeah, it is under Ministry of Higher Education, yeah. This is actually what can see, yeah, overview of the project, yeah, summary, progress summary, and also regarding the expenditure finance. You can check actually how much we have, yeah. I mean how much our balance, yeah. You can just see in the system, yeah, and also we can submit also research activities, yeah, in this system. What we should do, yeah, in managing grant, the first thing that we need to monitor is regard to the report, yeah, progress report. Normally, in grant application, we actually propose the milestone, yeah, milestone of the project, yeah. Meaning a certain month we have to achieve these activities, for example, yeah. And then when we already getting the grant, yeah, we can actually strategize, yeah, design so that our achievement, yeah, our performance should be according to the proposal, milestone. So we have to monitor the progress report. I mean, every 6 months we have to submit progress report, yeah. And sometimes if you need extension, we can also apply for extension. Actually, it was happened during COVID pandemic because many obstacle at the time was also receiving grant, yeah, during that before the pandemic, and then pandemics come to and then we had to extend our project because some activities cannot be done during that time. And then final report, yeah, we have to submit final report after we complete the project, yeah. And don't forget to acknowledge, yeah, the grant funder, yeah, especially in publication or maybe during the exhibition that you bring the project, yeah, to do some kind of what called like MTE in Malaysia. Yeah, we have to acknowledge our research funder. This is all for the first topic. Yeah, actually I got two topics, so I end this slide. We'll share another slide. Any question to the previous topic? Can you see my second slide? Hello. Yes. Zerzian, can you see my second slide?
Yes, Prof. Yes, Prof. Yes, Prof.
Okay, thank you very much, Father. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, quite difficult to live online because what do you call it, lack of actually interpersonal communication. Okay, now my topic is regarding writing research proposal, yeah, or grant application. Yeah. So when we want to conduct research, we have to have money, right? Then for that we have to apply for grant. Yeah. So we need some amount of money to conduct the research, to support the project, to buy research material, to have some amount of money to do sample collection, traveling, conference, for example. Yeah. So today I would like to share with you how to prepare a research proposal, grant proposal. So when we apply a grant, we have to understand the nature of the grant itself. Yeah. So there are few types of research grant. Yeah. The first thing is fundamental. Yeah. This fundamental one is to answer how and why question. Yeah. Fundamental. I mean the basic thing about the thing that we want to do research. Yeah. And then prototype is regarding the product, product oriented. Yeah. In this prototype grant we have conducted already fundamental. Yeah. So no more fundamental research should be done in prototype. Yeah. And then transdisciplinary, this one is incorporation of or integration of few knowledge. Yeah. I mean, this one will be a broader scope of the research. Yeah. Long term, this one is a huge grant. Yeah. Normally, this one also transdisciplinary grant. Yeah. Innovation grant. Yeah. We get to the something specific, like last time during COVID-19. Yeah. Ministry of Higher Education actually or mostly launched the grant specifically regarding the how to overcome COVID-19. Can propose grant to produce rapid kit sample or any treatment, or any prevention stuff, that can be created, for to prevent COVID infection, and community grant. Yes, this one is regarding the how university can contribute to the community. We can actually propose a grant actually to improve the production of certain middle class of industry. Then this one can apply to ministry, can apply to mostly in Malaysia. So regard to rules, on how to apply a grant. The first thing we have to follow the guidelines. We have to follow the guidelines. Every grant they have their own guidelines that need to be followed. And check for eligibility of the applicant. Because some grant they have some target applicant. For example, this one is just only for young researcher. This one is only for level of what you call associate professor, for example, yeah, or maybe this one is only for local staff, yeah, Malaysian staff, for example, yeah, not allowed to be given to international staff, for example. And then feasibility, how the project is can be achieved, yeah, and regard to the impact, yeah, impact must be something that can be promised, yeah. And then collaboration, yeah, collaboration, how we can achieve the objective, yeah, with regard to the project, yeah, we need to collaborate with other institutions, yeah, and then we have to review, yeah, the proposal to check the completeness, yeah, to check the error must be zero error, yeah, if possible, yeah, and then submit it. Yeah. Normally, nowadays, the submission is through online, yeah? So we can actually just review a few times, yeah, in order to check the completeness of the proposal. Then this is the component of grant proposal, yeah. I think it is almost like research proposal for doing master and PhD as well, almost similar, yeah. So it should contain title, yeah, summary, yeah, problem statement, objective, hypothesis, yeah, research question, review of literature, methodology, budget, and also appendix. So title, yeah, title of the grant proposal, yeah, it must be clear, yeah, clear, concise, yeah, don't to be not to be too long sometimes, yeah. It must be relevant to the guideline, yeah, relevant up to date also, yeah. And then we need to provide keywords of the proposal, yeah. Try to find keywords of the proposal, at least 5 keywords, and then must be attractive. Yeah, attractive means it's sketchy enough to attract the reviewer. Yeah, normally the proposal will be reviewed. Yeah, will be reviewed by a few levels of reviewer. Yeah, normally for the national grant, university will do review at university level, yeah? And after that we'll do review at national level. Yeah? Sellable means it is quite interesting, yeah, attractive. I mean, we can attract the reviewer, yeah, to read and to approve our proposal. Then proposal must contain summary. Yeah, summary is actually a miniature of the proposal. Yeah, like abstract. Yeah, summary normally it is in proposal. Yeah, abstract normally when we have done the project we call it abstract. Summary is like miniature that we are going to do. Yeah, with the proposal. Yeah, so summary is similar to the abstract. Yeah. This containing problem statement, yeah, objectives, yeah, research methodology, expected outcome, yeah, or implication, as well as significance of output from a research project. Yeah, this is the component of summary. Similar like abstract as well. Yeah, but in abstract we have to have result. Yeah, in summary we don't have result yet. Yeah, and then problem statement is very important. Yeah, problem statement is one of the important component in grant proposal. Yeah, it is letting identification of the problem. What is the problem? What is the gap? Yeah, what? So we actually the weakness, for example, regarding the current method. Yeah, we can actually state in problem statement. Yeah, background. Yeah, and rationale of the project. Yeah. And it should able to connect the problem statement to the broader objectives, yeah, and the impact of the project, yeah, and also what is stakeholder, yeah. Maybe if you are working with COVID-19 sample thing, the stakeholder may be Ministry of Health, yeah, and audience. What is the audience? Maybe the patient that can get benefit from the project. Yeah. So we have to do to study, yeah. So normally in problem statement, we have to use a fact. Fact means the fact that can be obtained from literature. Yeah, we have to cite some references in the problem statement. And objective, objective must be very clear because actually objective is reflecting the grant itself. Like in fundamental. Fundamental objective, they have their own words or verbs that need to be used. Whether it is fundamental enough or sound to be fundamental. Prototype example. Like. For example, from fundamental, fundamental maybe what words to be, verbs to be used like evaluation, investigation, But in prototype, no longer to use that one. Maybe scale up, or production sample, This in prototype objective. The word that need to be used, And objective itself must be what called SMART, it is quite popular, when you are writing objective, is to follow the SMART component, specific, Objective must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Time bound is important. Whether the project can be completed during the proposed year. For example, you propose for 3 years. So the objective should cover, whether the should reflect, whether the project can be done for 3 years. Then a research question. So research question is important. Research question is actually what called backbone of the research. When we do research, not only for grant application and also for degree, master or PhD, we have to have strong research question. Because research question normally will generate, will generate your objective. From the objective, will generate the methodology how to achieve the objective. And research question itself must be clear. We use action verbs like investigate, examine. Example of the research question. This poor research question. This question poor means very short and not really what you call appropriate. What is the impact of climate change? This one is actually example of poor research question. Actually can be improved. To be how does a rise in average annual temperature affects the biodiversity of a specific ecosystem of a 5-year period. Normally, when we are creating research question, actually that some techniques, some method to create a research question. It must be with component. Should be with component. What is the component in this question? Maybe you can try to find it. There is technique how to create this question. Normally, when we are writing systematic literature review, there is a technique on how to create research question. Then literature review. Literature review is important. Literature review is a critical and comprehensive summary of existing research and scholarly articles on a particular topic or research question. Because when we have a problem, normally when we propose a proposal, meaning we have something to solve. So meaning to see our the deep of knowledge regarding the topic, we have to read. We have to read and express the analyze, our reading into literature review. So meaning we have done some kind of a study, study on paper, to show that we have done study on paper, on data of sample. Because in research we need to get example, wet lab, we need to conduct it by ourselves. Yeah? So in literature review, we do research based on other research, yeah, research on research. Yeah? We call it research on research. Yeah. So if we have a good enough knowledge, yeah, or understanding regarding the topic, yeah, so that we can actually propose anything that can be used to improve the current situation. Then methodology. Yeah? The next component of the research proposal is methodology. Yeah? So methodology is a description, yeah, on how the research will be conducted. Actually, methodology is related to objective. Yeah, if we have objective sample, in objective you are doing animals, yeah, animal study samples. So we have to have our methodology in regarding the animal, yeah, regarding the animal, how we induce the animal, how to measure the things, yeah. Sample you want to measure blood glucose level, yeah. And then the method, yeah. The method must be robust method. Yeah, robust method must be method that already what call practice, yeah, by other researcher. Yeah, so that's why in methodology we have to provide references, yeah, or citation. Yeah, whenever you write methodology, you have to have citation. Yeah, where's the original research? I mean, already proven, yeah, regarding the successfulness of the method. Yeah. So citation or references, yeah, in methodology you have to put, yeah, statistical analysis also, yeah. So in the methodology you have to mention what kind of statistic will be used later in order to analyze the result. Yeah. Like you are using the double using in ANOVA statistic sample, yeah, you can propose in methodology. Yeah. And ethical consideration also need to be mentioned. Yeah, let's say if you use animal sample, yeah, we have to get animal clearance. Yeah, or you want to use human, we have to get approval, yeah, from the IREC committee. Yeah, we call it IREC committee in IOM. Yeah, and in methodology you have to provide also flowchart. Yeah, flowchart of the study. Flowchart of study is actually a reflection of the method that we are going to proceed, yeah, in our research. Yeah. So we normally our eyes normally what do you call it being attracted by the figure. Yeah. So actually we can actually make the methodology into a flowchart, yeah, to what call it for fast review, yeah, regarding the activities that we're going to do in our project. Then budget, yeah. So we have to plan our budget properly, yeah. Because every grant they have their own ceiling, yeah, the maximum amount that need to be applied, yeah, cannot be more than 250K sample, yeah, not more than 500K or not more than 1 million sample, yeah. So we have to refer strictly to the guidelines, yeah. Sometimes the grant not allowing us to buy personal things, stationery, or maybe laptop, iPad. Yeah, so we have to stick on that, because if you still do, you know, the thing that actually not allowed in the proposal, maybe our proposal will be rejected, yeah, by the reviewer. Yeah? So we have to revert to the guidelines. Yeah. Regard to the personal, I mean, this personal is actually regard to the research assistant that we are going to pay, yeah, to hire during the project. Traveling, yeah, we have to propose the traveling. Maybe you want to attend a conference, or we have to collect some data in other state sample. Yeah, we have to mention. Yeah, and materials. Yeah. So the proposal, that's why the proposal must be completed with the methodology, meaning from the methodology we know actually what we need. Yeah. What material to be purchased. Yeah. So planning must be in proper plan. Yeah. So don't be just ignorance regard to material, because when we mention method, in the method we need some enzyme or chemical or reagent, but we don't mention in the budgeting. Yeah, perhaps the amount is not enough. Yeah, it's not enough to proceed or to achieve the objective. Yeah, because we miss something in the let's say in important material that cannot be purchased, for example, in the research. Yeah, rental. Yeah, you have to put some allocation. Yeah, if let's say we don't have space, for example, yeah, we can also propose for rental. And also the professional service. Yeah, professional service is actually like doing call to for the submission of the paper. You can use a professional. Yeah, or payment of additional person. Yeah, but not through research grant, and not through research graduate research assistant. Yeah, call it professional. Yeah? And then next is we have to have appendix. Appendix, you can provide additional information, yeah, to the proposal. Yeah, let's say for fundamental and also for prototype research grant, we have to search regard to the patent. Yeah, patent search. Yeah, patent search related to the topics. Yeah, whether the topic has been patented by some company or institution or not. Yeah, and also appendix regard to the quotation. Yeah, perhaps we purchase some special chemical. Yes, special chemicals that maybe the price is high. Yeah, or maybe we want to purchase equipment. Yeah, we cannot just simply put amount. Yeah, we just afraid that maybe the amount that we just predict. Yeah, example, less than actually the actual price. Of course, we couldn't purchase it because the price is not, we don't have enough, yeah, to purchase that. Yeah, and then provide also regard to the collaboration. Yeah, collaboration of two institutions. For example, we want to collaborate with other institution or an industry. Yeah, normally we also can put it appendix. So I think that's all from my side. Yeah. If there's any comment or question, so welcome. Any question? Any question? So for the grant, yeah, we have to be, we should understand the process of the applying process, yeah, and also with regard to the reporting process. Yeah, we have to be quite familiar with process. Yeah, don't worry. Normally, RMC will Research Management Center normally will remind. Yeah, and also at kuliah level, faculty level, also dedicated person, yeah, or department or head of research will remind us regarding the progressing. Yeah. So don't worry. Yeah, when we receive the grant, actually we just can still communicate. Yeah, can have some guidance. Yeah, from university. Okay. Any question, brother and sister?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
I have a question about what is the proper criteria of the research proposal budget?
What is the criteria of the? Again?
What is the criteria of the proper what is the criteria of the proper research proposal budget?
Criteria of the research proposal budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, regarding the proposal budget, yeah, we have to follow the guideline. For example, we have to know the maximum amount that can be applied, yeah. And also in the research proposal, yeah, they have split, yeah, they have split the vote, yeah, we call it VOT. I mean the budget according to the type of expenditure. Yeah, for example, for personal, yeah, personal normally for salary, yeah, of research assistant, yeah, and also for traveling, how much, for example, we want to propose, yeah, and then for material, research materials, yeah, rental, and also for personal professional service. Yeah? So again, so we have to follow the guideline. Yeah, we have to follow the guideline, and then don't apply beyond the ceiling, yeah, or the maximum amount that we can apply. Yeah. So there is no criteria. Yeah, criteria means we have to stick to the guideline, Brother Hamza. Yeah. So whenever you apply a grant, for example, you have to stick to the guidelines. Yeah. For example, the grant maximum is only 20K. Yeah. So we have to have our what do you call, wise to manage it. Yeah. 20K, how to manage, for example. If there's only 20K, don't put the very what call broad objective. Yeah. Just only achieve one objective. It's enough for 20K, for example. Yeah.
So 20K in terms of dollar, how much in terms of dollar?
20K in terms of dollar, maybe 4,000, I think. 20K ringgit, Malaysia. Yeah. Yeah, just enough to support. Perhaps you want to, to add on the project to the existing one. Yeah? You have already running project, yeah, and we want to add some, a little bit more, yeah, to the project. You can just apply, yeah, to get some data, yeah. And yes, amount is not enough, but actually can be used to support, yeah, the existing project. Okay. I think if there is no more question, I will return it to CPS, yeah, Sister Camilla, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Sudah.